Welcome back to Evenings with Reina, and I'm Reina. Come join me as I fill in my junk journal. It's been a while. I'm so happy to be back. Please ignore that. I have a couple of stuff that I gathered from my trip to Kyoto, so let's try and figure these out. So Kyoto, I went for 3 days. And I did go to some of the main touristy spots, but also mostly I think it was just me walking around and popping into shops that I thought looked good and taking pictures. No idea what I'm gonna do with this. Oh, the wrapping is so pretty. These are chocolate bar wrappings. This one was like a miso flavored chocolate bar, which was interesting. And then that was yuzu. These are also chocolate bars that I bought. They're not from Kyoto. I think they're imported chocolate. I got these from a bookstore in Kyoto. This is, what is this? Oh, this was a jam wrapper. This was a wrapping for a jam. It was like carrot jam, which I found interesting. And then these two are from a bookstore that I went to in Kyoto. I absolutely adored this bookshop. And then I got new masking tape. Isn't this gorgeous? Okay, let's figure this out. I wanted to get like ripped edges for this paper, but because the paper is so sturdy, I couldn't exactly rip it with my hands. Woo. So I'll just have to cut it. My feet were hurting so much because I wore the wrong shoes. I wore sandals just because it was like going to be very rainy and typhoony weather. There were so many tourists. I kind of felt bad because like the buses that the students use was just filled with tourists, including me, and they couldn't get on the bus like in the morning. I felt kind of bad. I really hope they weren't late because of us. And you can see like the bus drivers were also really tired of like dealing with tourists. The trip came at a really good time, actually. Work was really busy. We were implementing a new system, and my boss suggested that I could take the week off after the first week of implementing the system. I wasn't sure because I was pretty sure that we'd have a lot of issues and that they'd need me around. Work was chaotic. And I was like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go. And I left. And when I was able to really, taking a week off is important. It just like allows you to really let go of work. I think if it's just, I was into taking, like a random Friday off, just so I could have like a little long weekend, a cute little 3-day weekend. And those are fine as well. Like really, seriously, taking the whole week off was very different mentally. This week is the week that I have come back to work. It was I needed like a little moment to readjust. After that, I was fine. Like back to my old sort of stressed self, but I have more energy. I think I came back from Kyoto. I think it's the hotel bed. Like my legs got a rash. I think it's like the bedding or the sheets at the hotel. And also my arms. I'm like very, very annoyed. That's finally starting to get better. I don't trust hotel beds. But also, what am I going to do? I certainly don't trust the hotel floors, and I'm not going to sleep on the floor. Now it is officially June. We are almost at the halfway point. I should probably review like my goals for this year. So one of my goals this year was to read at least 12 books, one book a month, so 12 books a year. I actually started a new book this Monday, and this is going to be book 9. Can you believe I'm ahead of schedule? It's thanks to the 3-book dark fantasy romance series that I was reading that I'm way ahead of schedule. The last book I read was a mystery. I'm so disappointed in that one because I was reading it and I was thinking, imagine if this guy was the murderer. How predictable would that be? And then it turned out that that person actually was the murderer, and I was like, oh no. I was like very disappointed, and like how it was revealed that that person was the murderer was also, in my opinion, a bit lazy. There's no grand reveal. It was just this person said this person is the murderer, and that was it. I was like, oh, okay. That's it then. Anyways, I am reading my 9th book. Do you know what I realized about bookstores? I have like this funny thing. I do want to read more, but I'm not an avid reader. I don't read 100 books per year. So I don't see myself as like a proper reader. And because of that, I suppose I feel like, not to say that I'm not allowed to be in a bookstore, but I kind of feel like a imposter. Because 1, I already have a bunch of books that I still haven't read. And 2, I'm not an avid reader. Going to this bookstore called Kyoto. I realized that when I was walking around the bookstore, there were a lot of books that sparked my interest. Exposing myself to things that spark my interest when it comes to books, I think helps. And that's the reason why I was able to finish this mystery book. I was kind of sloshing through it, but also I was like, oh, there's all these like interesting books that I really want to get into, so let's finish this. And it motivated me. So yeah, I realized I had this weird thing about bookstores. Like, I absolutely love going to bookstores. I realized bookstores are also a place to find things that interest you. So it doesn't necessarily have to mean you have to have this like status of, amazing reader or whatever. I don't know, that's just like something I felt. But yeah, Kyoto, this bookstore had a lot of books that I felt interested in. I did buy one book. I cannot wait to get into that one as well. I wonder if I can... Yeah, I never realized I had that imposter syndrome when I went into bookstores. So, yeah. Learned something new about myself. I also had set up the goal of watching 100 movies this year. I checked and I've only seen 26 movies. So far behind. I mean, I suppose I could catch up. The reason why I set that goal up is because it was a way for me to be a little bit more conscious of like, if I'm gonna watch something, let's watch something that is new and that I'm actually paying attention to, rather than doom scrolling or rewatching the same anime or TV series for the upteenth time. It was a way for me to be mindful, like mindfully consume. But I've only watched 26 movies. I will say though, technically I've watched more than 26 movies. I'm only counting movies that I've never seen before. I was rewatching Lord of the Rings. I was rewatching Indiana Jones. I was rewatching the Ocean's 11 series. Just purely numbers, I definitely have watched more than 26. I'll have to catch up if I'm gonna actually aim for 100 movies. Yay, it's looking cute. This is my quick spread, mostly chocolate bar wrappings, but there it is. So yeah, thank you for joining me. Let's see, what am I looking forward to tomorrow? Tomorrow is another normal work day, but I'm excited because I have nothing planned. I don't have to do any filming, I don't have to do any editing, and I think I'm just gonna start reading my new book and maybe watch a movie. That's it. Thank you so much for sticking around with me. I hope y'all have a lovely morning, day, evening, night, and hope to see you guys again soon. See you later. Bye.